Finally, a chewy granola bar that's 100% natural.
Chewy, chewy, chewy.
Nature Valley Chewy.
New Nature Valley Chewy granola bars.
Moist and chewy. No additives, no preservatives. 100% natural. Quaker's not.
Why buy a chewy granola bar that's not 100% natural?
Chewy, chewy, chewy.
Creamy peanut butter.
Nature Valley Chewy.
Real chocolate chips.
New Nature Valley Chewy granola bars.
I ride Space Mountain tomorrow at 9.
Hey, Ron. Check this out, man. Hottest ticket in town.
And what is it?
It's an invitation to my car's fundraiser.
Since when did you get on that stiff's mailing list?
I'm not. I scammed it off of one of our esteemed customers.
Well, that's a waste of time if you ask me.
Well, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. Look, this is the perfect opportunity. Everybody in town is blaming me for that kid Davy Oaks attacking Mike Carr. And as long as I contribute big bucks to Mike Carr's fundraiser, then not only will those nasty little rumors be ended, but with Jody on my arm, I'll be looking real good.
Chicago will get back to us.
Okay, so what have we got?
Right now, a lot of cold coffee and several roads to nowhere.
No, something's got to add up somewhere. Now, let's start at the beginning. We know Alicia Van Dyne owns Uninet, ISIS, and even Image Inc., the PR firm.
So what? We have no evidence that indicates that Mayhew was linked with Van Dyne or anybody else when he tried to take over WMO.
Okay, so maybe we should be concentrating on the fact that the helicopter pilot's testimony conflicts with Mayhew's suicide note. I mean, that's our strongest clue.
Of course it's our strongest clue, but every time we bring it up, we get snagged on it and can't get any further.
Okay, all right. What about Cliff?
Cliff is fine. He called to say he was spending several days away from his apartment because it gives him the willies ever since the accident.
And what about that so-called accident? Doesn't it seem a little strange to you that it followed so closely on the heels of his testimony about the suicide note?
Of course it's strange, Chris, but everybody in this town is acting strange lately. Sergeant Bell blew up at me this morning simply because I offered him a cup of coffee with sugar in it.
Maybe he doesn't like sugar.
Obviously not.
Should we keep a man staked out at Nelson's apartment if he's not going to be here?
I don't know. Look, it couldn't hurt, right? I mean, maybe you'll see the green van that Cliff claims is following him around.
The green van. You know, this whole Nelson story is reminding me of what happened to the Whitneys.
Yeah, I know. And frankly, that is what worries me.
I'm certainly glad I'm not a criminal. This, laying low was hard on the back.
Okay. Now, Cliff, you're sure you saw a green van outside my apartment?
It wasn't green. They changed the color scheme to yellow. But it was the same make and same model.
Well, did you get a good look at the guy inside?
No, it looked empty.
Cliff, how could it be empty and drive off the minute you stepped out the door?
It's a good question. It's obvious I can't stay at your place anymore.
Cliff, you don't suppose there are aliens in that van, do you? I mean, you remember that TV show we saw the other night?
No, Mitz, if they were aliens, it's them.
Oh, my gosh.
Quiet.
What are you doing? Shelley. Oh, Shelley, it's you.
You scared the hell out of me. What are you doing in here?
Shelley, I'm sorry. I just sort of overreacted here a little.
Boy, I'll say you overreacted. Hi.
Hi.
Have either of you two seen Gavin? That's what I was here for.
No. No, we haven't seen anybody.
Catch you later.
Keep you around. You make a good bodyguard.
Oh, Cliff, I thought it was one of the guys in the green van.
Yellow.
Whatever. Cliff, where are we going to put you? I mean, you can't stay here. And Gunther's using Del Emerson's old room.
I can't stay anywhere until I can prove that Hext is after me.
Cliff, how are you going to do that?
I don't know. But the answer is in the ISIS building. And before the end of the week, I'm going to find that answer.
Edge of Night is brought to you by Pampers. America's mothers trust their babies to Pampers dryness. And by Spick and Span. Spick and Span. It helps your floor show its true colors.
I first heard the word spick and span from my mom. She swore by spick and span to help keep her linoleum floor looking its best. Now I've got a no-wax floor. A cinch to clean, right? Wrong. Their special texture makes them harder to clean than I thought. Luckily, there's a special new Spick and Span.
New Spick and Span with a modern new formula designed to clean today's floors. You see, today's floors, both conventional and no wax, have thousands of hills and valleys where greasy dirt collects, making floors look dull and dingy. But new Spick and Span has been specially reformulated to safely break up the grease and lift it away, leaving a clean, beautiful finish.
How's it look, Ma? Beautiful? Of course. What'd you expect from Spick and Span?
New Spick and Span. Yesterday's clean for today's floors.
Hold it. I hear a baby crying. It's coming from that camper. Looks like little Lucy needs help.
She's soaked through.
Bargain diapers without gathers can gap and leak. You need a diaper with gathers. Pampers with Stay Dry gathers. Look, bargain diapers without gathers can gap and leak. But Pampers Stay Dry gathers help keep your baby drier on the outside. And that's not all. Pampers has the cushion quilted lining, so it stays drier next to your baby's skin.
That's wetness protection, right down to her toes.
Yep, fitted Pampers help protect baby's skin against wetness right down to her toes. As they say, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, Stoner. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Somebody who works for the Ultimax Group walks with a limp. Oh, listen. Buddy, for this I owe you one. And I mean a big one. Thanks.
What is it?
We just may know who the limping man is at last.
Who?
Alicia Van Dyne's brother, Louis. He's president of ISIS.
You mean he's been right under our nose all this time?
We better check out the ISIS building. Find out if Louis Van Dyne's been working out of Monticello. This could be the link we've been looking for.
Hello, Marty. This is Cliff. I gotta talk to you quick. Look, meet me at the square in front of the statue of Major Brinkman. Well, yes. I know Major Brinkman fought the Indians, but believe me, his statue is harmless. No, I'm serious. It's just a place for a rendezvous, that's all. Look, 15 minutes, all right? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Damien Tyler. Oh, sorry. Well, look, have him call Clifford Nelson. N-E-L-S-O-N, yes. At the Whitney Theater in Monticello. That's right. M-O-N... That's right, Monticello. Right. Yeah, thank you.
Was that a long-distance phone call?
Yeah, Washington, D.C.
We're a profit-making organization. We plan to stay that way.
Well, look, I don't have my wallet with me right now. I'm sure that Mitzi has a dime.
A dime? I was Washington, D.C.
Jody, I'm really glad you came by.
You called, so I came. Did I have any choice?
Hey, come on. Of course you have a choice. That's what life's about. You chose to come.
You say so.
What do you mean, if I say so? And why are you giving me this attitude all the time?
You don't like it?
You know, I thought we were getting along just fine. And now you give me this I don't have a choice bit.
Well, maybe I should go.
No, I want you to move in with me, and you haven't given me your answer yet. Now, what's it gonna be?
I don't want to.
I don't care what you want. I want to hear what you're gonna do.
No, I won't.
I think it would be best if you did.
It would be best.
Well, I mean, I don't want to force you into anything you don't want to do. It's your choice, of course.
It is?
Yeah, listen, while you're thinking about it, I want you to take this, okay? I want you to buy a new dress for the fundraiser.
What fundraiser?
Didn't I tell you? I got an invitation from my car addressed especially to you and me.
No, I didn't know.
Well, I do. Remember? Now listen, I want you to take this, and I want you to buy something very expensive. I want to knock a few eyes out tomorrow night.
Okay.
Listen, I'll be by the penthouse to watch you try it on just a little later, okay? What's going on? Why isn't it working? It's worked on everybody else. I don't understand why she's fighting it.
The traffic.
I can't read
the boss.
I can't read
the baby. The dog. That does it. Calgon, take me away.
Lose your cares in the luxury of a Calgon bath. Calgon softens the water to leave skin feeling silky smooth as it lifts your spirits. The soft, luxurious, fragrant world of Calgon.
I love it.
Pamper yourself with a Calgon bath. Lose yourself in luxury.
Presenting the Halston 3 Lifestyle Collection. Sports lifestyle. Career lifestyle. A totally new fashion point of view for the modern American woman's lifestyle. All this and much more. Halston 3 exclusive designs. Available at JCPenney.
Say, what's that?
Oh, you wouldn't be interested in it.
Oh, you're wrong. I am interested.
Well, it's fan mail.
All that? Did they, like, show wind chimes on TV or something?
No, it's from the play.
Really? Listen, would you read me one? I mean, I have always wondered what's in a fan letter.
Okay, you asked for it. Dear Miss Franklin, seeing you on stage was like watching a fairy princess come to life. Your films do not do you justice. You are exquisite to behold. I only wish I could hold you. Lamentably yours, Peter Roberts. A fan letter.
Oh, hey, I gotta hand it to this dude. I think he hit the nail right on the head.
What do you mean?
Well, I think it'd be real nice to hold you. I thought maybe that, like, you and me could start by going dancing, because I got this this invitation to this political thing, right?
Okay.
You interested? No, she isn't.
You were right. Louis Van Dyne does have offices on the top of the ISIS building.
And Hext works for ISIS.
And Cliff claims Hext switched Mayhew's suicide note.
And Mayhew worked for Uninet.
That's it.
Louis Van Dyne is the connection between the two. Chris, I think maybe we are finally cooking with gas on this
Now,
thing.
wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Now, do you really think we're onto something? Can Louis Van Dyne really be the Whitney's near-mythical limping man?
It certainly looks like it. Come on, we better take this to the chief.
That's okay. You go ahead.
What?
Go ahead. I'm gonna get some fresh coffee.
Wait a minute. We may have just cracked this case, and you want me to believe you'd rather take a coffee break than go tell the chief about it?
No, I guess not.
Chris, what's up?
Well, you remember how you felt when Sergeant Bell blew up at you this morning?
Yeah?
Multiply that by 100. That's how I feel about going to see the chief.
Come on, Chris, just do me a favor and try to work through it, please.
Work through it? Every time I go in his office, I feel like I'm running a gauntlet.
Yeah, well, if the knights of old could handle it, so can you.
All right.
Maybe you didn't know. Shelley and I are seeing each other. Now, how am I supposed to know something like that?
Oh, well, didn't you see the full-page ad Gavin took out in Variety?
Variety, what's that? She's pulling your leg, preacher.
I'm pulling yours.
All right, so is this like exclusive between you two or something?
Well, I think...
What do you care? You got Jody. Maybe you don't know this, man, but we broke up.
Now, how could you do that? There's something really wrong with Jody. How could you just desert her like that?
I'm not deserting her. Oh, yeah? It's not what it looks like to me.
What is all this talk about Jody, huh? I thought we were discussing Preacher taking me to the fundraiser.
No, you were discussing it. I wasn't.
Oh, I think I detect a note of jealousy there.
No, this goes back a long way between us. You stay out of it.
I will not stay out of it. I don't see why I can't go to the fundraiser with Preacher. Be the first chance to get dressed up I've had since I came to this
If you want to get dressed up, you can go with me.
If I decide to go, I'll choose my own escort, thank you.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Would you just be cool, fool? It's not what you think. I need Shelley.
I don't want to hear your explanations, preacher. She's not going anywhere with you.
Squeeze lettuce?
Sure. You don't want a hard head of lettuce because you don't get the best lettuce that way. In order to get quality, you have to be fussy.
Are you as choosy about your peanut butter?
Yes. I'm choosy about all of it.
Okay, let's compare. Which of these leading brands tastes more like fresh peanuts?
I prefer the A.
You tell me what it is.
Jif.
More women choose Jif for fresh peanut taste than any other leading brand.
I'll buy Jif.
Choosy mothers choose Jif.
Why the long face?
Mommy's mad.
How come?
Because I didn't brush my teeth yet.
And why is she mad at that?
Because
she only wants what's good for you. Come on. Now see this? Advanced formula Crest gives even more protection than the Crest we grew up on.
So,
Mommy knows you could get even fewer cavities than we did. Wasn't she a meanie?
yes.
With Crest, your kids could have even fewer cavities than you did.
What you doing?
Making Duncan Hines banana nut muffins. They're new.
Where's the bananas and nuts?
Right in the mix. Because something extra good in the mix means extra good taste in the muffin.
Bananas and walnuts are now in an extra good, extra moist Duncan Hines muffin.
Mmm. Does it taste extra good? Do I get a kiss? When?
When I finish my muffin.
Something extra good in the Duncan Hines mix
Means extra good taste in the muffin.
So, Doc, you want to see me?
Yeah, come on in. Look, I really don't have any right to ask you this, but I want to know what kind of progress you're making in your investigation of Robbie Hamill.
You got every right.
No, not according to the law. You're a deputy now, you know.
Hey, forget that. You care about Jody and I care about Jody.
Okay, thanks. Sit down.
Well, this is my plan. You see, I got to cool all the vibes down between me and Hamlin.
How you gonna do that?
Well, I got to prove to him that Jody and I are, like, done for quits.
What makes you think he's gonna believe you?
Well, I'm gonna take this real hot girl to this political thing tomorrow night.
She better be pretty spectacular or he's not gonna buy it.
Oh, Doc, she's the perfect girl. She's a movie star.
Shelley Franklin?
Yeah, you got it.
Jody's not gonna like that.
Hey, like I said, that was my plan. But now Gavin is giving me all this big-time interference.
Why? Is he interested in her?
Yeah. And I don't think he's gonna let me anywhere near her, so, I don't know what to do about it, Doc.
What did I tell you?
Well, it's cold enough in there to snow.
I just don't know what to do.
Well, I'm not exactly Dr. Joyce Brothers, but I've been told I'm a damn good listener.
Thanks. You know, it just isn't fair for Derek to continue to hate me because I chose Miles.
Chris, I don't think he hates you.
Oh, come on. You saw the way he talked to me in there. He won't even look me in the eye.
Yeah, well, maybe he's afraid to, you know, or maybe it just hurts too much.
So he wants to hurt me instead?
Could be.
That isn't fair.
Chris, try to see it from his point of view. He wanted a woman who chose his best friend, a friend who knew that he was interested in her, and even when she had a a chance to come back to him. She chose his friend a second time.
No. You make it sound like boy meets girl, boy loses girl, but it isn't that simple.
Yeah, well, I'm not so sure I wouldn't have given the same little ice show if I was in Derek's place.
Well, I mean, how long can this go on? We have to work together.
Well, I don't know. It's going to go on until one of you makes an effort to change it.
I made an effort. I went to him.
You went to him to plead Davy Oakes's case. That's not what the man needed to hear. Look, if I were Dr. Brothers, I would advise you to follow your heart instead of hiding it behind your badge.
You know, you're in the wrong business.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Hey, you going to this fundraiser?
Nope. I'm going to spend all of tomorrow with Dee Dee. That includes the evening.
Yeah? How you doing?
We're doing pretty good.
Glad somebody is.
Miles, what brings you to the Whitney Theater?
Preacher and I were
you sniffing
Hey, man,
around
just
here
hold on, all
again?
right? Listen.
Get out!
Gavin, we've come to ask for your help.
What's going on
This
here?
is about Jody, and we need your help.
See, that's what I've been trying to tell you before, but you were...
Something you ought to know, Gavin. Our friend Preacher here has been deputized by the Monticello police.
Boy, I'm gonna have to put you in a glass shield tomorrow night. Once those guys at the fundraiser get a load of you, they're gonna be pawing the floor. Hey, why are you so jittery? It's just me, Robbie.
What's going on?
Nothing. I just bought Jody this new dress for the fundraiser tomorrow night. She looks stunning.
Maybe a little too stunning. Just dropped by to pick up a spare set of keys. Since you're leaving, I'll walk you out.
No problem.
Now.
Small portions are one way to cut calories. Here's another. The difference is low-calorie Pam. This omelet was cooked in butter. Cook with Pam and eat this much without adding 1 calorie or losing 1 lick of the food's natural flavor. Hash browns cooked in shortening. Cook them with Pam and eat this much without adding more calories. Just 1 spray of Pam instead of butter, shortening, or oil is the difference between this and this. For low-calorie cooking, the difference is Pam.
Noodle-roni light lasagna. Light lasagna noodles with a fabulous sauce. So easy to prepare, so deliciously Italian.
So much lighter than Mama used to make.
Here's the noodle-roni my family raves about. Chicken-flavored noodle-roni. Delightful, tender, thin egg noodles.
And real rich chicken-flavored sauce.
Chicken-flavored noodle-roni, American as can be. Noodle-roni light lasagna, a bit of old Italy.
Chicken-flavored noodle-roni.
Noodle-roni light lasagna.
Great day in the morning, in the afternoon.
Unloving.
I came to a decision while I was in Washington.
Which is?
I don't think we should see each other again.
Loving. Weekdays.
Do you really think we should go to the fundraiser together?
I'm not gonna hide how I feel about you, Chris.
I know. And I don't want to hide how I feel about you either.
For what?
And I do want to be with you.
And it's time we stop pretending to the world that there's nothing going on between us, because there is.
Oh, you. Why do you always make me feel so...
So what?
so hot?
Must be my bedside manner.
What are you doing?
Taking you to your bedside.
So, did you two kiss and make up?
Listen, Shelley,
I was wrong to be jealous. You can go with Preacher to the fundraiser if you like.
You aren't going to fight for me. What kind of man are you?
The Monticello kind. We're a little bit more civilized than the men in Hollywood.
Civilized is not the word I would use for it.
I may have agreed to it, but I don't have to like it.
I wanted to ask you something.
What?
I'm embarrassed.
Yes, you're blushing. Look at that.
Do you, taste the alcohol in my breath?
Yes.
Should I stop drinking?
No, don't.
I don't want to be responsible for you having,
You won't be.
Well, I am going to stop drinking around you.
It's not necessary. Oh, you are delicious.
I am?
Love the way your earlobes taste. Another one. Love the perfume at the back of your neck.
More.
Most of all, I like the feeling of your heart beating against my chest when we make love.
Spoon, fork. Spoon, fork. Oh, look, funky beef soup. And you eat soup with a spoon, right, Tuttle?
See all that good solid food, chunks of beef, potatoes, and carrots? It's a meal you eat with a fork. Right, Tuttle?
Soup.
Meal.
Okay, Tuttle, you decide. Is Chunky a soup?
Or meal.
Chunky's the soup that eats like a meal.
Campbell's Chunky Beef, the soup that eats like a meal.
Right, guys?
Right.
It's a fabulous look.
The city look.
With savvy and flair. You're in for a change in Cheryl T's wear.
There's more for your life at Sears.
Dashing slacks. Showy shirts.
Ties to go.
It's Cheryl and it shows.
There's more for your life with Cheryl T.
In step with your life.
There's more for your life at Sears.
Tonight at 8, 7 Central, and continuing all week long, ABC Sports brings you live exclusive coverage of the sporting world's premier event as Philadelphia battles Baltimore for the right to be called world champion in the 1983 World Series. And tomorrow, the Trauma Center team battles a hotel fire to save a young boy's life on Trauma Center. Then Mr. Hart goes to Dora Lee for a shoulder to lean on and something more on 9 to 5. After Jack pretends he and Sharon are still married to please Sharon's great-grandmother on It's Not Easy. He is extremely good at what he does.
Jennings, worldly.
He's been everywhere, seen everything, and covered news all over the world.
Jennings, intelligent.
Yes, he is smart, but he couldn't do what he does if he weren't.
ABC's World News Tonight with Peter Jennings. The difference can be distinguished.
Coming up today on Eyewitness Extra, we'll have a live report for you from the Manhattan prison where several guards have just been arrested. They're charged with helping inmates get drugs and other goods. We'll have a complete report coming up. Bill?
Also today, a female firefighter who was fired is fighting to get her job back. She says she was harassed by the men. One of the biggest airlines may have saved itself from closing down. We're going to join Nancy Reagan as she co-hosts Good Morning America in her fight against drug abuse. And what did to this area. It's even being blamed for knocking down a building. We'll also tell you about the presidential campaign in New York at 4:30. What happened? What happened on that?
It's a 50% off gold sale. Cover yourself in 14-karat gold chains, earrings, bracelets, and charms, all 50% off. Now through Sunday at Gimbel's Fine Jewelry.
Everyone is following their luck to Lotto, New York's $1 million game, where you have 2 chances to win a fortune for just $1. And it's easy. Pick 6 numbers from 40 in each game and fill them in on the Lotto bet slip. Then, make your bet at your Lotto numbers agent and get your Lotto bet ticket. Now, check your numbers against the drawing on TV every Saturday night. 6 right has already made some lucky New Yorkers multimillionaires. Remember, you've got to be in it to win it.
TV's more complicated. Local, network, cable, pay. To watch the best that's on, pick up the best. This week's TV Guide. TV Guide helps you decide.
Kids will do anything for new Captain Kidd peanut butter.
Captain Kidd me. Pilgrim.
In nationwide tests, Mother said Captain Kidd peanut butter tastes every bit as good as the leading brands.
If I say the secret word, would you Captain Kidd me?
And Captain Kidd gives you this much more peanut butter for your money.
Captain Kidd me, my little chickadee. I think it's time to kid him.
Oh, yeah! New Captain Kidd peanut butter.
It's delicious, sweetheart.
They're 8 old friends who haven't seen each other since the 60s. Each has a story. Michael went from writing protest posters to pulp.
You know, I'm tired of having all my work read in the can.
Meg went from radical to lawyer.
My clients were the scum of the earth.
Well, who do you think your clients were going to be, grumpy and sneezy?
Harold went from burning draft cards to collecting credit cards.
I mean, how much sex, fun, friendship, and one man take?
Sarah went from protester to homemaker. Nick from draft dodger to hustler.
Oh, I'm in sales.
Sam went from striking to stardom.
Can I have your autograph to give back?
Okay, you're on.
And Karen from burning bras to igniting passions. They've come together again for a weekend of warmth.
It's a cold world out there. Sometimes I think I'm getting a little frosty myself.
And to ward off the big chill. In a cold world, you need your friends to keep you warm. Rated R. Now playing at a theater near you.
Sunday.
What are you doing with this?
The judge has a new look.
Meringue, sir.
Hardcastle,
The wine milk.
and McCormick. Then, Stallone. Billy D. Williams. Together, they are the force.
You sure you know what the hell you're doing? I think so.
Nighthawks. 2 terrific teams, Hardcastle and McCormick, and Nighthawks. Sunday, starting at 8.
What sizzling attitudes does Linda Gray reveal when she talks about sex? Inquiring minds want to know.
I want to know.
As romance developed between Teddy Kennedy and this St. Elsewhere star, this week's National Enquirer tells you. Can stifling a sneeze kill you? What 6 secrets can help you climb the ladder of success?
It's in the Enquirer.
Why did George Burns say, I can't to marriage? Find out in the Enquirer. Over 100 features for people with inquiring minds.
Like me.
On Ryan's Hope.
Mr. Novak, there's someone here to see you.
Joe has an unexpected visit
Hello, Joe.
from Chauvin. And on the edge of night, join the action. Unravel the mysteries. Feel the passion. And delight in the romance. Ryan's Hope, The Edge of Night. Weekdays.
Thursday.
Still fire, multiple injuries.
Trapped in a blazing inferno.
Get up there!
And Trauma Center is the only hope.
6, don't give up now.
Then,
Hello, baby.
Mr. Hart needs a shoulder to cry on.
He doesn't know you have shoulders.
On 9 to 5, and it's not easy.
This is just family.
When Sharon's grandmother comes to visit.
When he finds out we're divorced, it'll kill her.
Cause of death, Jack.
Tonight, all starting at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.